What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 5 and today's topic will be going to very interesting. So in this tutorial I'll be going to show you guys how you can download image file from URLs, like any URL. If you have the URL, you can just go through that URL or the link and you can download those files. But in this tutorial I'll be going to apply two techniques. One is normal technique to download that image, and another way of doing it using multi-threading. Okay, so multi-threading it means like you can simultaneously run different tasks concurrently. There is something called multiprocessing, so it is completely different from multi-threading, and multiprocessing means there could be multiple process which is running in different CPU code, and multi-threading means like you have only one process and for that one process you have multiple threads. Okay, so that is multi-threading. So when your task is actually bounded by some sort of IO or other operations, then this sort of things are going to help you. But when your task is not bounded by IO, then you can assign different tasks in different like CPU cores, and you can apply multiprocessing. So multi-threading and multiprocessing I have discussed in my Python basic series, so if you guys are interested can go ahead and watch this series. But in this tutorial I'll be just going to use that multi-threading concept using Python concurrent.features like module, and I'll explain that. Okay, so the objective is that we'll be going to use this URL, and whatever the image file is there in the URLs are there will be download one by one every like image. And while doing this thing I'll be going to use two different ways of different techniques. One is without multi-threading, one is different with multi-threading. So when you are not going to use multi-threading, it will take some longer time, but when you are going to use multi-threading, then the time will be reduced. So let me open this thing. So this is the URL actually. So here actually two things will be going to work. One is how to extract some value or some URL value from the page, and how to download. That is the actual automation part. And while doing the automation, how to improve the performance using multi-threading, that is the second part. So in this tutorial we'll be going to talk about two different things: how to scroll or how to browse through the web page, and how to get different elements value like the URLs. And the second thing is that how to improve your processing using multi-threading. So two things. So first thing, let me change this thing. How to download image file using Python, image file from link or URL using Python. Okay, so first thing first, we'll be going to use some sort of first we'll be going to use our standard libraries. We'll be importing. So we need request. Okay, we need beautiful soup. Okay, we need, let's say, sys. I'm just importing everything, and import time. Let's import this four things. If something is required, we'll do it later. Okay, so first thing first, we'll be going to read from that URL first. Okay, so for doing that you have to do simple thing. Okay, so it will be read equals to requests.get, and you have to get the URL from here actually. So let me just take this thing. Okay, and let's print this thing. So ideally you should get 200, so it means it is working. Okay, so let's run this thing. So we got 200, means link is working, and we will be able to connect to this URL using request library. Now next thing is that we have to use this beautiful soup library to parse this thing using LXML. Okay, so all these things are actually discussed in my web scraping tutorial, but as I like started this series, so I can show you. So guys, if you apply this thing, you can do whatever thing in any web page, but you have to understand whatever actually we are going to do. You have to know the like basic structure of the HTML of the page or the target page where you are going to apply the logics. Okay, so bs4 dot beautiful soup, and it will going to be read dot text, and it will be lxml. So let's run this thing. it's working. So let's print the data. Actually, let's see whether it is successfully load the page or not. Okay, so everything is successfully loaded. So now next thing is that I have to get the like images. Okay, so let's go to our URL and check where is the actually images loaded actually. So go to inspect element. Okay, so let's click. So all element is actually inside this image tag, and inside the image tag there is attribute src. So src is going to hold the image URL. So simple thing. Okay, so you have to use let's say x. Okay, so it will be data dot select. Okay, no, I'll not do select, so they'll do data dot find all. So it is going to find all the image elements. Okay, so img. Okay, so let's first print this thing. Okay, x. Okay, so everything is printed, but okay, 0 1 2 3. Actually the first three means this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element. In the first three elements there is no active link actually. Okay, so you have to discard this first three thing. Okay, so for that thing what you have to do, so you have to create something urls equals to x, and it should be start from third element until end. Means I am doing just some sort of list slicing. Okay, so I got my I got all the URLs. Okay, so if you just now print this thing here, URLs, see, I got everything here now. Okay, cool. So I got everything. So now next thing is that let's define one function, save image. Okay, and let's do something link. So now from this list I have to get the link. So it is going to be a dot link is going to be a dot get, and inside that this will be src, because every link is in src. So it will be src. So let me just I can print this thing, but definitely it will come. So what I'll do now, just for you guys, this thing, let me do something. It should be for a in URLs. Okay, okay, and then let's print this thing. Okay, let's see whether we are able to get the links or not. Okay, so let's run this thing. Okay, so we got everything, all the links we got. Okay, so now next thing is that we need to actually get the like file name actually, as we are going to download this thing. So we need this file name. So file name will be let's say file underscore name is going to be link dot split. Okay, and this should be this slash. Okay, so this is this slash. Okay, and just because it is the last element, so it will be -1. Okay, and after that we'll be going to append JPEG is not required because JPEG is already there. So what I'll do now, so I got this thing, and now we have to just use our this thing, what do you say, like just we have to use this technique to get this thing done. Okay, so I'm just thinking how to do it now. I got this thing. Okay, so what you have to do, we have to just use request dot get, and I have to use link, okay, and stream equals to true, and everything should be inside something called data. Okay, data. Okay, it is here, right? Then we have to use data dot raw dot decode underscore content. Why I'm doing this thing, or else the downloaded file value will be 0. You have to do like this. Okay, then with open, then the file name will be this file name, so it will be file underscore name, and we'll open it in this mode wb as f1. Okay, and now you have to copy this thing using this module import sutil. Okay, in the last tutorial also use this thing, sutil dot copy file object, right? So what will happen here, so we'll be going to use the data here, data dot raw, and it should be on this thing, and after that we'll be just going to use f1 dot close. Okay, so if I do this thing, all the file will be saved in this location, but I don't want to do this thing. Rather, what I'll do, I'll just try to create some sort of like directory. So what I'll do, import os. Okay, so it should be cd means current directory, so it will be os dot get current working directory. Okay, then cd equals to, let me just create output directory here inside here. Okay, let me create it out put. Okay, it will be cd plus I think let me just check this path actually. So it is here, so this should be slash normal slash, so this should be this, and output and then slash. Okay, so the file name will be here cd and plus. Okay, and this is actually data, not data. Okay, okay, so if I run this thing should work and all the file will be saved here. So let me run this thing now. Okay, this is working. Okay, it's terminated. So let me refresh this thing. See, all files are actually available here. Okay, so this is one way of doing this thing, but I will do it something differently. So let's create it in a kind of function oriented way. Okay, so dev save underscore image. Okay, this should be a, and this a value will be coming from a function which will be called from below. Okay, so it should be save underscore image, and this should be URLs. All URLs will be we need to pass all URL one by one. Okay, so what will happen then, for I in range, okay, then it should be length of URLs, right? Okay, like this. So we'll be going to call this function one by one, and every time whenever we are going to call this function, this will be printed. Okay, so this is done. So now what we'll do, we'll just create some sort of timing. So let's start, just to give you guys the flavor of this multi-threading. So I'm just going to do it using normal thing, and after that we'll be going to do it using like multi-threading. Okay, and the same thing, this is actually will take a note of the start counter, and this is going to be the end, and after that we'll just print the timing taken. Okay, just the timing means the time taken to run the whole execution. Okay, so it will be print and this right, time taken, and it should be like this, and inside that we'll be going to use round, and it will be like end, and what is our that variable, that is minus start. Okay, and we'll use 2, means 2 decimal, and that's it. Okay, so now let me just remove everything from this folder. So what I'll do, I'll just remove everything. This is not removing everything, strange. Okay, just let me, yes, now everything is selected. Let me just remove everything. Okay, so I have nothing now, so let me run this thing. Okay, I have executed this thing. So function will be run multiple times depending on the length of the URL. So this is running actually, so it took 7 seconds, and if you see here, I actually have to refresh this thing, I forgot. So everything is copy pasted, sorry, not copy pasted, saved actually. So let's copy this thing here and put this thing here. This is without what do you say, without multi-threading. So just to keep this thing single page, so I have to do like this. Okay, so let's go to home, keep it 12. Okay, everything is here. I'm not sure why this is coming like, okay, let it be like this. So guys, you will understand that this is the like kind of indentation, but don't worry, I'll upload the code in the GitHub repository as well, just to make sure that you guys are able to follow. I'm just copy pasting the code again here. Okay, so now I'll be going to do the same thing using multi-threading. For multi-threading, you have to use this module, and you don't have to download it, is already there by default. So it will be concurrent dot futures. Okay, so the name is kind of some weird name. Okay, so actually this gives you the, what do you say, the multi-threading capabilities. Okay, so now we'll be going to run this thing without like using the for loop. So what will happen here, with concurrent dot it will be thread pool executor, but this is not coming. Executor as executor. Okay, and the simple thing, you have to write only one thing, executors. And what will happen here now, so this is our function, so we have to call the function actually. So for that, actually what you have to do, you have to use executor dot map, and you have to use the function. So it will be save image, but you have to give this URLs actually, that's it. So it will be done automatically. Map means every time it will call the function with one single item from the list actually. Okay, so this is done. So means it will call this function one by one. It will call the function. Okay, so first thing, again I have to delete everything. So this is very simple, guys. So no rocket science, nothing rocket science behind that. So if you see, this is going to help you to do this thing. Okay, so executor, I believe I haven't done any mistake on spelling, so let me delete everything. Done. Okay, so everything is done. So let's run this thing now. Okay, so that's it. So it is working, it is going on. See the time taken 2.27. so initially it was taking 7 seconds, 7 point something. Now it is taking 2.27 seconds. So for I believe there will be like 40 or 50 images. So 40 or 50 images, you are actually decreasing the time like 1/3. See the 7 was there, now it is almost 2.27, so almost 1/3. So when the count is 1 million or something like that, you are using this sort of techniques, so then it will be like 130, or maybe who knows, like how much performance improvement you can guess. So again, so it is the actual way of doing multi-threading. So there are something other ways, like multiple examples are there, very good examples as well in the YouTube, like they're using some delay, like manual delay of 1 second. But I believe if you do something like that, you will not be able to understand what is actually happening in the behind. So that is why I didn't go that part, because anyways you guys can go and watch those like YouTube channels anyways. So I just do it just to make sure you guys, to give you some sort of real world example. Okay, so I believe you guys understood the concept and able to understand what actually we are going to achieve. But in this tutorial actually we learned two things simultaneously, like how to download any image from a web page using Beautiful Soup and all other related libraries or modules, and same point of time how to like improve the performance of your code applying multi-threading. So definitely this will help you guys in the longer run, and don't try to like practice this thing, or else definitely will forget. The more you practice, the more you will get confidence inside this sort of thing. So in the next tutorial we'll be going to talk about multiprocessing, but I'll highly recommend you guys to do some sort of practice with this multi-threading thing. Try to explore some other use cases. If you are having any doubts or clarification, you can ask me, or else you can send me an email, or you can put your comment in the comment section. So I will also include those use cases in the future section. So that's it, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day. And don't forget to subscribe our channel, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, so you should not miss any notification from the next time. And thank you very much for all the Udemy students for buying this course. Thank you very much. And same thing applicable for you. If you have any doubt, question, clarification, please feel free to write me over Udemy. I'll be always online on Udemy. I can answer your queries immediately. So once again, have a nice day. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and happy learning.